You can plan a trip down to the very last detail, but let's be honest, sometimes it's those impromptu vacations that make the perfect getaway. And the 2025 Tellaro 20H is the perfect van to make your escape in. Hi, I'm Steve from Thor Motor Coach with the 4 Thor features you are going to love about the 20H. First, it has to be this floor plan. The sofa in here is so versatile, whether you want a sofa, a chase lounge, a bed, there's even a sleeping position for a third person. So this is a camper van that easily sleeps 3. Number 2, the way you can option this Tellaro to suit your last minute getaway. What do you need in a camper van? You can option in all-terrain tires. You can option in the reliable power pack with lithium batteries. You can option in the Thule bike rack. Set it up however you want. Number 3, I love that it's built on a safe and easy to drive Ram ProMaster. We're gonna go over all the goodies when we get in the driver's seat. And number 4, this does not have a cassette toilet. There are 2 schools of thought on that, and if you fall into the camp where you would rather have a traditional RV plumbing system, then the 20H is the way to go. But let's head inside and look around the 2025 Tellaro 20H. So let's start right here in the wet bath, because having a good usable restroom, it's important. And remember, everything you are going to see is in a van that is 21 feet, 1 inch in length. And this has everything you need for a great restroom on the road. Again, I like the fact that it is not a cassette toilet. You have a standard foot flush toilet right here. We'll walk around the business end in a little bit and we'll show you how to connect all of your plumbing. I do have room in here to stand up when I want to shower. Your shower is right here on the shower wand. You have the shower curtain right here. This will fold all the way around, so you have privacy. You have privacy shades for the rear window. I like you have a towel rack right here as well. Medicine cabinet with a mirror, a light. You have a fan, a nice vent fan back here, so it's not gonna get all steamy. And then you have your fold down sink. We have our towel back in here. We have our soap. So nice and convenient right there. And then you can just fold that up and put that away. A couple of drawers back here as well. Real nice closet for you. We have that full of shirts right now. So a lot of room back here in this wet bath. And there are even more features back here you're going to use quite a bit. Right here, a couple of GFCI outlets. You have a 12-volt water pump switch right here. You have a light. We'll turn that on when we head over to the business end. And you have this great exterior hose. It's real easy to connect. So let's say you have a bike on the bike rack and it comes back filthy. All you have to do is plug in, you turn on your water pump, and you can take and wash that or any of your other dirty gear off. And then that stores right here. What's nice is this is plastic, so it's not gonna get on anything. And even if it does, this is residential vinyl flooring. And then underneath we have a composite subfloor. No wood materials in there. There are no joints, so it is solid, it is durable, it is going to insulate better. It's also going to help provide a quiet ride. And there are so many things you're gonna love about the ride in this Tellaro, and we'll talk about that when we work up front. But we're gonna walk in and start all the way through the bath and into our living area. We'll stop right here. A few things I wanna point out. First of all, 75 inches of headroom. I do have room to stand up and move from front to back, and I can access all of the storage. Let's start with this fridge because it's super cool. You can open the fridge this way. So when you're here, everything you need. Or if you want to just take and open it from this way and then pass the ketchup to somebody sitting here, you can do that as well. So I love the fact that this fridge opens both ways. 12-volt fridge. You have auto gen start on here. This does have the 2800 watt gas generator. I'll show you how to set that up here in just a few minutes. Over here, nice large pantry. There's also a rod in here if you want to use this as a closet. So set it up however it best fits your travel. And then we get into the living area. I love the way that this is set up, from our kitchen to our seating options, to the sofa, to the sleeping, everything you need right here in this van. So let's talk about this kitchen. All right, so we have solid surface countertops right here, pop-up outlet, a couple of 110s. We have a USB-A, a USB-C, even a wireless charger built in. Nice sink, solid surface cover, by the way. You can pop that in place when you need just a little bit more room. And you have all of these drawers. Look at that, you can fit whatever you need in here, and soft close to boot. Fancy. Fancy up here too, right? We have the hidden hinges on these Euro style cabinets. A lot of room up here to use as pantries or whatever it is you need, you can fit in the cabinets here. Right here is our microwave. Down here is our single burner electric induction cooktop. And what I like about this is you can take and move this outside if you want. We're going to do that a little later. You just unplug it, you set it up outside. You can connect a grill, you can cook with here, so all of your outdoor cooking so you're not heating up your kitchen. And if you want to move it out of the way, you do have storage right down here. Just pop that in here, and now you have all kinds of counter space, some GFCI 110s. That is going to be your kitchen vent. So a lot of great features in the kitchen, real easy to whip up a meal and then to sit down and enjoy it. This Lagoon table is an absolute delight to have on board because you can use it here, you can use it there, you can spin it around, you can get it comfortable, use it how you want. So let's say you want to sit here and do a little work. So we reach up into this electronics cabinet, we pull out our laptop, and away we go. And what's great about this little cabinet here is you have a cable connection, you have 110, you have charging for your phones or tablets, an HDMI port if you want to connect a gaming console. You even have some 110s and some charging over here as well. So you're set up here, doing a little work on the road, posting to the socials, whatever it is you like to do, you can make that happen. But let's say this is in the way and you want to sit up there. So easy to do. You just you lift the top off, and then you take and you set this entire table up front. You can use it here to entertain, maybe play a game. The front seats swivel around, so now this is your entire living area. You have people at the couch, you have people sitting and the driver and passenger seats. You're entertaining. It's just a great time for everybody on board your 20H. Now, you are going to have 2 seatbelts in here for the ride, so don't sit here. If you are the passengers, this is where the seatbelts are. So seatbelts for 4 in here, and you're going to have sleeping for 3. And you're looking around and you're thinking, Steve, sleeping for 3? Really? Oh, yes. First thing we need to do is get this table out of the way. Table's packed up. Let's make this into a nice place to rest. First thing you need to do, take and pull out this support. Then you're going to take and pull out this support. You have a couple of cushions here. Let's toss one here. Let's push one right down into here. And here you go. So you have a nice place right here. You actually have nice ventilation too. So if this is going to be your area, you can open these windows. Nice screen here as well. So nice ventilation here. There's another window up by the sofa we're going to show you. And there's a screen door with a lot of options we'll talk about when we head outside. So you can get somebody here to just kind of hang out, relax, catch some quality Z's. And then we have this sofa up here, which is really cool because there are a lot of options. So first what we're going to do is head up here and start with making this into a chase lounge. We'll move our cafe lattes out of the way. Pull this out only halfway. Going to take these cushions here. Take and set one right here. We'll put the backrest here. And now you have a very awesome, very comfortable place to sit. While you're here, just relaxing outside, enjoying the breeze. If you feel like, hey, you know what? I want to catch a little TV. We can do that. You have a TV on board, smart TV. So that means you can take and stream all of your favorite shows, and it's easy to do even when you are on the go, because this Tellaro comes standard with the WineGuard Connect 2.0 4G hotspot and Wi-Fi extender. Works with all of your favorite carriers. Choose your plan, set it up, set your password, and stream away. And this also has a 1,000 watt inverter on board. So you don't necessarily need to run the generator when you're down the road to run the TV. But if you want to fire up the 2,800 watt gas generator to run the AC, it's an 11,000 BTU roof AC. You can do that. And it is real easy to set up everything you need. There are some controls we'll go over right now since you're talking about TVs and climates. So let's do that. They're going to be right here in the doorway. First button is going to be the power switch for your 1,000 watt inverter. You press that, the light is green, and now you are inverting, right? So you can use the TV and select outlets throughout the motorhome. The control to the left, this is going to be your Truma Combi Eco. This is for your heat and your hot water. I love how easy this is to use. It is just nice, even heat. It runs right off your propane tank. You can set timers on here. So let's say you're going to sleep until 9 because you just feel like sleeping until 9, but you want a hot shower at 9:30. You can set a timer so that water is nice, hot, and shower ready at 9:30. Then over here is our Rapid Cam Plus. This is where you're going to do just about everything you need to do to control your 20H. So from the main screen here, we can take a look at our lights, our electric, our climate, some diagnostics, some settings, but quick and easy access to our water pump. Tank heaters, turn those on if you're doing a little cool weather camping. These are our tank levels down here. Bath fan, kitchen fan. You can extend or retract your awning from here. There are even lights for the awning as well. If you want to dig a little bit deeper, you just tap the icon, then you have individual lights. You also have scenes in here. We have scene 1 set up, so just the living room lights are on, and you can set this up however you like, so maybe just the living room lights are on or just the bathroom lights, and then save those profiles, and that way when you can come in, you can tap that, and it's going to be exactly how you want it. We'll go back home real quick. Electric. This is where you can monitor your batteries. This is going to be set up right now. We have the generator on board, but if you would like the reliable power pack, that is going to be a 400 amp hour battery system, lithium battery system. You have a 3000 watt pure sine inverter and a 170 amp underhood alternator. That is going to act as your generator to charge the batteries. You're also going to get an auto start feature. So when those batteries get down and you have that set, the engine will automatically fire up. It'll kick on that secondary alternator to act as a generator, and it will charge those batteries back up for you. You can start and stop your generator from here. You can monitor your 200 watts of solar charging. You can even dial in the settings for your auto gen start, whether it's climate, whether it's volts, it can be both. Make it work for you. Climate, this is where you're going to set the roof AC. Again, your heat is controlled through the Truma. Then we're going to go to diagnostic. If something isn't quite working right, you can check the diagnostic screens. And then we go to our settings. This is where you can set the time, the screen brightness, you can change the colors, and you're going to connect to the Vega Touch Mirror app so you can take and monitor and control all these features and functions from either here or from your phone. Now, with all of that out of the way, we got to get this person comfortable as well. So you can simply take and pull this out halfway, just like we did for this one. And we're going to grab another cushion and we're going to pop that in place. Now, 2 people have the lounger here, but what if you want more room? You want to stretch out, you want to lay down, you want to sleep. Really easy to do. Just pull this all the way out. All the way out. Then you move the cushions here. You move the cushion here. These backrest cushions, you want to sit back here, feet up, watching TV, have at it. You want them out of the way, completely move them out of the way, and check it out. Nice, comfortable. Your socks will get stuck to the Velcro, so turn the Velcro side down. There you go. You put your pillow here. I have room to lay down, to sleep, to catch a nap, whatever it is I want to do in my 20H. And then when the time comes in the morning, all you have to do is reverse the process. Put the cushions right back in place, push the supports in, and you are ready to head off to your next adventure. Push button start, and away you go. Lots of bells and whistles, all the features you need in a great, safe, easy to drive van. This has got it. This is a 3500 XT Ram ProMaster. This is a window van chassis, so it looks the part of something you would want to travel in not a delivery van. And then we build it into this amazing floor plan. So up front, a couple of things you're going to enjoy right off the bat. One, the way it feels, right? So you have the leather wrapped wheel, very comfortable. All the controls are right here in sight. Everything you need laid out, ergonomic, easy to use. We'll just start right over here and work our way from left to right. Controls for your mirrors. Controls for the top portion and the bottom portion. If you'd like to bring those mirrors in, press of a button, you can do that. That's great for backing into tight spots. Then you just put the vehicle into reverse, with the mirrors folded in, and you can see behind us we have the nice display for our backup camera right there. But remember, when you have like a bike on the rack, that handlebar comes right into the camera. So you just got to keep that in mind as you are backing up. Locks are here. You also can lock the doors from the key fob here as well. Emergency start right down here. So no matter what battery system you have, even with the reliable power pack, you can use the house batteries to jumpstart your chassis battery. Your electronic parking brake is right here. Controls for your headlight and dash lights are right here. We're going to get to our stalks over here. Directionals, lights, you have auto bright lights on here. Over here, these are your windshield wipers. You turn that to A, and now you have rain sensing windshield wipers, which is really cool. So when it starts to rain or drizzle or snow, depending on the climate you're in, those wipers will automatically go on. Controls over here on the left side. The buttons here scroll through your menu. So trip meters and maintenance reminders, some settings. You can dial this in, speedometer, whatever you want right here. Tire pressure, that's always handy to have. You can monitor your radio station right there. So set this up to work for you. Pull up your navigation if you'd rather look here, if you'd rather look here, whatever works for your driving habits. The buttons over here are for your infotainment center. Hang up, make a phone call. The button in the middle with the voice, that is how you activate the system right over here. Buttons over here are for your cruise control, 9-speed transmission, tow haul mode. This is tied into a Pentastar V6. You're gonna have 276 horsepower, 250 pound-feet of torque. You have a manual mode here, and well, that's great when you're towing 3,500 pound hitch on here. Let's talk about our infotainment center, because this has all the things you need. You can show your map here, your radio here. This is set up to Sirius XM satellite radio, but you also have wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. You're going to choose all of that through your media section here. Comfort, this is your HVAC controls, so you can use the screen or you can use the hard buttons down below to set your temperature. Navigation, yep, built-in navigation, but if you would rather use whatever it is you like from your phone, once that's connected, that'll show up. Connect your phones with the phone button, vehicle button right here, lots to do here. This is where you can take and dial in some of the safety settings, and this really has everything you need, from automatic emergency braking, traffic sign assist, drowsy driver alert, blind spot alert. You can choose, do I want lights? Do I want just the chime? How do you want to do that? Down below, lane departure, hazard lights, door locks, traction control, wireless charging. I love this when you're connected to the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. You just pop that in there and you will start charging your device. So that is a super awesome feature. USB-A, USB-C, you have a 12-volt plug here. Lots of cup holders in this vehicle, 3 down below. You have them in the door. You have nice storage over here. You even have storage up here. I love this. In fact, whoever gets this van may not get this. I think I'm going to take this home with me. Love this. You have an air pump right here, so you can use the 12-volt plug here, or you can use the one in the back, depending on what you need, but it's always great to have a tire inflator on board. More storage up here, storage up here. These, feel it? Window blinds. So this is actually, you have privacy shades. You have a bigger one up here that goes in the entire front windshield. You have privacy shades for the driver door, for the passenger door, for the sliding door, and then you have nice Encompass pull-down shades for the rest of your 20H. So it's going to be nice and quiet and private and going to keep the sunlight out, and it's going to be set up how you want, because when you are at camp, you want to sleep in, you want to get some rest, because you're going to get out there and have great, grand adventures, aren't you? I know you are. And part of that is a van that is really easy to use and easy to set up. This is it. So I'll meet you up front. We'll walk around the outside of this Tellaro 20H. We'll start right up front. I love that Ram redesigned the front end. We have this appearance package up here with the nice chrome accents, the wraparound headlights that are integrated right into the front end, very streamlined look. You have fog lights down below. And for those of you who are like to do your own maintenance, the front end is modular, so you can get in there and actually access components of that Pentastar V6 and do your own maintenance. We have the Diamond Shield front paint protection on here, so what that's going to do is keep this silver paint nice and shiny. There's a nice metallic look to it. This is going to keep the rocks and the stones and the sticks and all that debris that gets tossed up from either going down those rough trails or the car in front of you Diamond Shield front paint protection. Got the standard road tires on here. Again, you can option in the BF Goodrich KO2 tires if you think you're going to go a little more off-road. Remember, this is not a dedicated off-road vehicle, but you have that nice front wheel drive and that 9-speed transmission. That is going to take and power you through some pretty tough trails to get through. I love how these running boards extend all the way from the front to the rear, so easy in, easy out, no matter where you set up camp. The chair swivel, I find it easiest to swivel these chairs around with the door open because you can get right in here. Little lever about here, you just push, and look at that. Now, again, nice quilted seat, soft, comfortable, and it becomes part of your living area. Right now, we have the screen completely off, so yeah, all the bugs and the flies, and we even had a bird fly in here today while we were shooting this. You want to keep the birds out and the bugs and everything else. There is a screen you can put right up here, just mounts right into place, so you have a couple options. You can leave it down. There are zippers on each side, and you'll get that ventilation through. And you can also roll it up, and then just keep the whole thing mounted, and then just put the flap down when you are ready for it. Up top, we have our awning. You can control that through Rapid Cam Plus, either the main screen or through your phone. If you're using your phone, just one touch, the awning will come out. And what I like about this awning is you have options here. You can take and you can set that up right here on the side of the van. So there's a mounting bracket up front and in the rear, and then the arms from the awning will mount right there. Or you can take and set that up at the campsite, so you can take and mount that no matter how you want it. And what's great is you can adjust the pitch. So if you like a gentle rain, you can sit under in a gentle rain and the water will roll right off however you have it pitched, so it's not going to pool up in your awning. We'll shut that door as we walk back. Again, the window's open. We open this for you to let that ventilation through. And when you are set up at camp, if you want to watch some TV while you're out here, okay, so you can take that TV and swing that out if that's what you want to do. You can hook another TV up here. There's a cable port here, and you have plugs right here. So you have to be plugged into shore power or have your generator running to operate these plugs. There's the other bracket for your awning. Then down below, we have our exterior propane connection. So a couple of great options here. So I'm going to take and I am going to grill up a big tomahawk steak with so much marbling on that, you're going to need to paddle start my heart. My wife is going to take and bring the electric induction cooktop out, and she's going to make mashed potatoes out of fennel, which actually aren't too bad. So it's nice you can set it up to cook whatever you want, however you want, so you're not always heating up the inside of your camper van. As we move around back, here's the bike rack. Again, this is optional. If you want to take and remove this completely, this does come off. Real easy to mount your bikes up here. You can mount two. There are frame locks. These will secure your tires in there. So a nice option to have, especially for those who love to get a little exercise, take those long bike paths through the mountains and the trails. Perfect for you. And on top of that, you can see we have roof rails up there. So if you have larger items, maybe golf clubs or a different type of cargo carrying system, you can tie that down right up top and maximize your space in your Tellaro. Backup camera is right up there. We showed you the display. Again, when you have a large bike like this up here, you can see the handlebar is going to be right inside of that camera. So keep that in mind when you are backing up, but it really helps out. You have the lines in the camera, so easy to see. Down below our 3,500-pound hitch, you have your 4-pin connector right over here. So you can take and maybe you want to tow something a little heavier, maybe more gear, maybe some e-bikes, maybe a dirt bike, whatever it is that floats your boat. Tellaro is going to get that done. There's the puddle light we turned on with the connections out back in the wet bath we talked about earlier. And then we get to the business end of our Tellaro. Going to be our tank flush right here. Then down below, I love, again, the fact that this is a more traditional plumbing system. So you're going to take and you're going to hook your sewer hose right up here. That is going to go into your dump site. And then you have your black handle, and then you have your gray handle, and you're just going to empty this just like you would any other motorhome. Working our way down the side, if you want to add more than that 200 watts of solar charging, you can plug in more panels here. This is how you're going to connect cable TV to your campsite. 30 amp detachable shore power cord for your Tellaro. Your city fill is here, and this is a lockable fresh water fill right here. Exhaust for your Truma. Sewer hose is going to store right here, so real convenient and easy. Propane here, this is where you're going to fill it. You're going to turn it on, make sure the red light is on, then your propane is on, and you need your propane on. To use the Truma Combi Eco, that again provides your heat, it provides your hot water, and you need your propane on in order to use that rockin' exterior propane connection. 24-gallon fuel fill is right here, real easy to access. You don't have to think about how far do I have to pull up. It is right here, nice running board to get in. There are the mirrors that fold in out of the way, and that takes us right back around to the front of the Tellaro 20H. This is one heck of a camper van ready to take you on any last-minute trip you can think of. So don't wait to build your own. Do it now at thormotorcoach.com.